Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry for that in advance, but we're finally going climbing again. We're at the Cube. It's my local climbing gym and I'm gonna have a fun boulder session after a few months and I hope you enjoy watching. I'll see how hard I go. It's mostly about getting back into it, so I hope it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna start off with some stretching and then some hangboarding, just warm up, and then we'll jump right into the first climbs. Yeah, we're now at the bottom bowl area, and I actually like it because for the little space they have, it's a really nice one. Starts over here. There's parts of the overhang. The heavy overhang. They managed to somehow really properly use that space for all kinds of different walls. I think the one type that's really underrepresented is actually slab, because there's no proper slab wall, but I really like it. And for how small it is, they have really good variation between like beginner boulders to really already advanced boulders. We don't have a proper grading system like following some of the normal ones. They have their own number system. I think the highest one is 6, I think. And I'll give you my proper guess for a B grade after trying them, but last time I was here, I think the hardest I managed to do was 5. So I'm not even sure I managed to do it, to be honest. But yeah, it's gonna be enough challenge for me, definitely. So let's jump into it. Yeah, let's start with this 2. And then just 7, not 6. As always, I'm starting off with some of the easier climbs just to get my body used to climbing again, especially after I felt in the warm-up how much of just my power I've lost. So starting off slow and progressively getting harder, but to be honest, they get hard pretty quickly. So far so good. Okay, let's go for the red 3. Kind of looks fun too. Not too bad. Red 3 already showed me that it's gonna get harder quickly because the holds look good, but they're way worse than they look. Way more slopey and everything, so progressively getting harder. Climb, but you already see that the holes are so much worse than they should be for this grade range. Something I definitely feel since I'm back in Germany is that on average it feels like the German setting is a bit harder, or they just have it more cramped down into lower grades of their own. Because I would definitely say 7 here is probably harder than a B7. Okay, let's try the white 4. I think it's gonna be the first proper challenge now. I feel like it's stuck at the moment. And the first good challenge that climb definitely was. The first holes are really bad, they're so slopey, and because it's in the overhang, I could barely hold on. The third one is kind of juggy, but just getting there was a massive problem.
That first move sequence is so much harder than I expected. So you start from here, and the first holds are still okay. But then these two ones are not really in cut at all. The last one is a jog, but I can't really get into a stable position. It's so hard to find a proper body positioning to hold on to that one. Like the last one's coming afterwards kind of seemed juggy again, but that's definitely the crux. And it kind of feels like I should do a pedal dyno, but I suck at those. And I've got no clue what that one's for. It looks like people use it to hold on to it, but it doesn't feel good. Guess I'll figure it out.
So I've tried this start a few more times, trying different betas and progressively somehow getting closer, but also not really. I was just trying different betas for where to put my feet, but somehow nothing really worked for me. I never could really get into a stable position to properly pop up and get to the jug.
Okay, let's try that orange 4. Looks kind of fun as well. I'm not completely sure about the beta. I have something in my mind where I'm not sure that as soon as I'm on the wall, it's gonna change. But I think you've got left and right hand, left foot, put the right foot in there, get the right undercane, like standing up into it, and then like, walk your way to the left. But that's also easier said than done. So let's see if I can manage to uphold that beta, or if I need to change it completely while I'm on there. Change that now, put my right foot higher, and then I think that beta is gonna work. So badly. Let's see the blue 4.
Compared to the black 4, the orange and the blue one were way nicer and not really a problem at all, besides kicking the wall.
getting back. I'm getting warmth. The Black Forest, just a B word. Okay, let's do the natural progression. I'll try the white 5. I already tried to start off camera right now, and I figured out a static beta for it, so I don't need to jump, even though it's probably going to be harder. But still not really an actual clue how to do the second part. But I'll figure something out. It still looks fun, and it's especially good. It looks manageable, so let's see.
Yeah, the last 2 climbs definitely gave me a little sense of overconfidence again, because that 5 beat my ass in the beginning again, because that right foot is really slippery. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do it statically at all, but the second part was so disorienting on how to continue moving from there, because the volumes just stand out so much and it's so hard to move around with how the wall is built to get to that next hold.
Trick mistake forever. After an intensive look at the second part, I have no clue how it's supposed to be done. It still looks rough, and I think if I'm gonna be able to do it, it's gonna be out of pure chance and not because I actually got how to do it.
At that point I had my starting sequence down. As soon as I got to the jog, I was just still figuring out how to do it, but I slowly got away on how I thought I'll be able to do it, even though it's really tensiony, really body positiony, but I'm getting closer. But after a few tries and properly getting into that heel hook to be stable to rock over, I was finally able to reach the next hold.
Let's go. Oh, fuck. Oh. God, I held on for dear fucking life. That middle section is so rough. Oh my god. Or it just got weak as hell. Oh. Just to show you what I've dealt with. The starting hold is still fine. Then I went up to this tiny pluck that I'm pretty sure it's just meant as a foothold, but it works to pinch it. That hold is quite a jerk, but the foothold is so slippery that that's the least I could do. The next one is kind of like the starting hold. I think they're pretty much the same one, but because of its angle, it's getting good really late. And then you have both of these tiny, almost non-in-cut ones that I mostly pinched then, or I crimped it from the other non-in-cut side. And then you can underclean pinch the last one, but it's so sketchy to get your body past that volume, but it worked. But holy shit, was that one way harder than I expected. Yeah, so I need a downgrade from that, a little bit more chill, but I'll see if it's actually chill. I'm gonna try that green 4.
The green 4 was nothing too wild. Overall, pretty good holds. Just making sure that you have the right body positioning to smear on the volumes. And as soon as you get to the sides and can use the red as well, it's getting pretty chill. The only problem I had was towards the end, there was one foot swap that was really insecure and almost made me fall, but overall not a big problem on that climb.
I almost thought I'm gonna drop it at this fucking foot swap. But plastic. Okay, let's try the yellow one. It looks fun as well. It's kind of like a pressy start. And then you have the slope with more body positioning. That was a nice one. As I said, mostly body positioning and then mostly slopey holds, but he actually still had pretty good grip on them. So nothing too bad overall. Yeah, because I haven't fucked myself enough to get the last little bit of energy out of me. I'll drive the blue 3 in the hard overhang. I think technically it shouldn't be too hard, but just because of my grip strength, I think I'll struggle enough with it.
And I was right and wrong with that statement. It was rough because I could barely hold on, but also was technically way harder than I expected it to be. The starting sequence still isn't too bad, it's only rough because you're fully upside down, basically. But the holds aren't as good as they look at first, and it was kind of hard to read the sequence properly at first. And especially the last holds are so bad. I thought they were jogs, but they're full-on slopers still in the overhang.
I thought it was a jog. No, I thought it was a jog. Come on. Oh. No way. I just can't hold on to the last one anymore. It's so much slopier than I thought. Oh my god. There's almost no in cut. Yeah, I think that was it for this session. I'm just done. And I don't want to go for a really easy one. Just to be like, yeah, I did another one at the end. So, as you can see, I'm pretty fucked. I haven't been here for too long, to be honest. I need to get back into it. The last half year was just way too little of climbing. But I've got no excuse, to be honest, so I just need to do it more often. Yeah, that was it for today.
think overall it was still a really good session. I had a lot of fun getting back on the wall. It's been way too long, and I feel that. That's like the thing. I got so much worse from the goal I had last year to do V8. I'm right now, I think I'd probably the highest like V5, V6. That's like where I start struggling again, which is sad. For me, I think I definitely need to get back into a more regular basis, even if it's just once a week, because I'm not at home during the week at the moment. But I need to get it into a more regular basis again, because I feel like I still love it so much. It's so much fun. I just haven't done it enough. So I hope to get back into the videos as well for a more regular basis. So I'm sorry that in the past few months it's been barely any. So I hope I see you in the next one. Bye bye.